So in the beginning, we had Bitcoin. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Sound check, 1 2 1 2. Well, I've given you different points to short, but the last one was pretty on point. Let's see. Let's go back. So this video was 5 days ago. Let's see right here. This was October 16th. Listen to what I said. This is 6 minutes 59 seconds in. So I'm telling you, it is very possible we come down. Yes, could we push up to around 65,000 or 67,000? It's possible, but that will be the top before we continue dropping. We're not in a bull market. We're entering a bear market. So that was the video I put out on October 16th. This was a live stream I put out. This was October 18th. Listen to what I said. We pushed up, well again, if we pushed up, if we pushed straight up, the peak of the bull run chart, the G1 chart is all you need to pay attention to. If we push straight up right now, right past this resistance right here, 62,600, your target would be right up here at 68,200 before you get rejected. I doubt that would happen. I think it's going to go more sideways and up if we get above this point. We could come back, we can go back, test this point, push back up, then we'll get rejected here. But I do believe that this yellow line, this is a fib channel line. Price has been respecting it. This is the point you get rejected and come down. So I was telling you, I don't know when we'd make contact with that line, but I said when you make contact with this line, that's the point you short. And just to show you here, these people posted their trades. This guy, Kizzle Nation, Jesus, 34x damn. I only do like 4 times 5 leverage, but that was one trade paid. So he paid for his monthly subscription in one trade. So these guys that have access to the charts, they put in their short right when we hit the line, and they did pretty well. This guy did really well, 353% profit. Again, guys, the way I create these charts, you know where your support and resistance levels are. And if you notice, guys, if you follow me on Twitter, you notice I updated the H1 chart and added this fib channel line right here. Notice we hit this point exactly at the same time we hit this point. So this is what I was referencing in that video. When you make contact with this yellow line, this is when you short, and that is how it played out. Your hate is gonna hate. So how many of you shorted the yellow line? And by the way, we'll cover the Dow Jones. I'm already short on the Dow, by the way. Well, congrats, Zero. Yeah, it played out great. And you can see, look, we found support, and I just made a tweet. Notice right here, 62,979. I made a tweet right here. Let me show you this tweet. Let me go back to here. Right here, I made a tweet. It said, next support to watch. We are almost at H1. Trade safe, guys. So the H1 chart, we're almost at support. This is 45 minutes ago. And look where we're at right here, H1 chart. This was a support level. And why? Why was this a support level to watch? Well, if you go back, as I say, guys, always look left. This was a lot of resistance. So what happens? Resistance flips as support. So now we're catching a bounce right here. You can see there was a wick below, but the meat of the candle is right above, right here, 62,939. So if you push up, where do you get rejected? Well, right here at 64,888. If we get above, let's see where this is. So if we get above, your first resistance is 63,956. You get above that, your next resistance is 64,886. And if we drop, your next support is right here. Your target's already mapped out, 60,664. I believe that we are topped out. I know everybody thinks we're in a bull run, we're going to go higher. I believe that we are topped out. We are coming down much lower. And the reason is because of the Dow Jones chart right here. You can see we're down 85 points. I believe even if we push up, now I did clarify this in the last video. I said, look, we could push up with the Dow, but this would be the top, around 35,952. This is at an angle, it comes down. But this ring right here, this red ring, this is the black swan indicator. So I believe we've already, that black swan event's already been triggered. And if we do push up, the highest we go is this point, and it is down from here, down this red ring. That's why I believe we've entered a bear market. And again, this is the DXY. I covered this in the video as well. This is a falling wedge. And it looks like pretty soon we're going to break to the upside. Now, of course, we could break to the downside if we do get long on Bitcoin. If I'm wrong and we bust above this orange ring on the Dow and we continue to push up, hey, be long on Bitcoin. But I believe that we're headed down. And pretty soon we're going to break up from this falling wedge. And what does that mean? The markets are going to continue to go down. That's why I just shorted the Dow. And I did raise my my prices, as I said I would, on the website. I'm trying to determine what I'm doing. I think every time we drop $3,000, I'm going to raise the price $10. By the way, guys, you that are subscribed right now, you're locked in at $39 a month. Some of you are locked in at $19 a month. So that will not change for you, but if you cancel and resubscribe, it will be $49 a month. And I think pretty soon it's going to be $59 a month, and so on as this plays out. I don't know if they don't bring back Lifetime. I might. I don't know. It's possible. We'll see. Maybe Black Friday. I don't know. I know a lot of you trolls. I saw the trolls' comments on that last video I made where I said, look, when we get up to 67K, you might want to short. So you don't short a bull run. Guys, if you shorted 67,000 with leverage, you made a shitload of money. People still have Lifetime. Yeah, Lifetime is a one-time payment. You're in for life, get access to everything. I did away with that for now. I don't know if I'll bring it back or not. Yeah, Matt Savage said Lifetime paid for itself 20 times over. Thank you for that, Matt. Look, guys, I know that I made a tweet or a video back not long ago saying, possible point too short was, I was back here somewhere. But we ended up pushing above it. But you can see we did get a lot of resistance here on this G1 chart. We got a lot of resistance. So it was a point, and actually, you know what? Every single point I did call, we actually did get, we got a retrace. We retraced down about almost 4%. So you could have shorted it. You were still in profit. Even this line right here, when I said too short, we came down a total of 5%. So yeah, if you shorted it, you're in profit. Did it push back above it? Of course. When we hit this line right here, again, short. But this was a nice short. This is where I was calling the top. Now, we'll see if I'm wrong. If we push back up above this yellow line, then hey, my TA's busted. But as of right now, we got rejected at this point. I said this was the top. I believe the markets are ready to come down. So we'll find out soon enough. So you can say I'm wrong. You can say I suck. But give it time. We know where the targets are. This target has been here for a long time. We hit it, we got rejected. If we get above it, I'm wrong. We stay below it, I'm correct. All right, what are you guys saying? You got any questions for me? Let me undo some of this. Hold on, guys. So pretty soon, we got 2 hours and 44 minutes in the next candle for the DXY. I do think this is going to push up. Markets are going to come down. Make sure you can see all this. I have limited room on my screen here with all these charts up. All right, let's see. Recently found you when I was looking at what people thought of the overall markets. Although we use different systems, both of our systems say we were topped out. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Heaven. 68K, 68.5K top, then down. I think we are topped out, guys. I think we're coming down. Obviously, if we get above that yellow line, then I was wrong. So look, and this yellow line is pretty on par. The G1 chart and the H1 chart, it's pretty on par. By the way, guys, if you do want to sign up, get access to these charts 24/7. They play out live on any device. The link is in the description. I'll give you the link right now if you do want to sign up. It did go up $10 monthly. But if you do want to sign up, guys, this is the link. And there you can access Bitcoin charts, altcoin charts, or you can get stocks, or tutorials are all separate. Well, hey, maybe I will regret it. I'm sticking to my guns. I say that we're topped out, we're coming down. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So far, where I said too short, 67K, that played out correctly. I told you that yellow line on the G1 chart is potentially a top. And so far, we have topped out there. And we are right at this ring. I was telling you, this red ring. Go back and watch previous videos. I told you that this red ring is potentially going to be the next black swan event to send us down. And you notice we stopped right at it, right at the ring, and now we're starting to move down. And just coincidentally, this ring that's been here since I predicted the last crash back in 2020, this ring has been at the same spot. And guess what? We made a double top right where we hit this ring. What are the chances of that? Gotta love nature. Well, thank you, Oscar. I love studying and not studying. I love documentaries and watching stuff about quantum physics. Know nothing about it, but very cool stuff. So, guys, how many of you think that we are in a bull market and are going to go much higher? And how many of you think that we've entered a bear market and we're going much lower? And by the way, guys, if you do have access to my charts, load up the J1 chart, because the J1 chart gives you those bottom points. I think where we'll bottom, which would be the 200 weekly or the 300 weekly. Are we in a bear market? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out soon enough. I think 30K would be your first support to push back up, because I think that's the pattern we're in. Let me load up the J1 chart and show you why this is the case. And actually, that needs to be updated because we did get a hell of a push up. Let me see here. Either way, you don't have to have access to my charts for these targets. If you do get access, remember the 300 weekly and the 200 weekly is a moving target. So it depends when you make contacts what the price will be. But if you do have access to my charts, it's called the J1 chart under BTC related. I just want to show you if things get bad, all right? If the market's correct and we crash, I mean, we pushed up way above this. Everybody's super bullish, right? So this, whatever the hell we're in, I don't know. It looks like we topped out here. It looks much different from back here. Every time we've been in a descending triangle, which is a bearish pattern. So we push back up, everybody's super bullish. So I'm telling you, if we crash, if we come down, this is the first point to watch, right? Wherever this is at. This is a 200 weekly moving average. This is around 19,600. This is the 300 weekly moving average. If we crash, if it gets bad, that's the point you want to watch. And the reason I say this, if you go back, you can see in 2015, we bottomed on the 200 week. And if you go to December 2018, we bottomed on the 200 week. And we had a COVID crash. This was March 20th. We bottomed on the 300 weekly. I do not see why it'd be any different. If we have a major crash, these are the 2 points to watch. Wherever this 200 weekly moving average is, if that does not hold the 300 weekly. I get it. Some of you are bullish and it's going to go to the moon. It can't correct. But guys, if the stock market corrects, I'm sorry, we are coming down. That's how it works. That's how it happened last time. This is when we had our COVID crash. Look what happened. When the stock market corrected, the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Dow, Bitcoin dropped 64%. So if we have a stock market correction, why would Bitcoin go on its merry way pushing up, putting in a higher high? If the stock market corrects, look, Wall Street is tied into Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a risk on asset. If the stock market comes down, Bitcoin's coming down too. That's why I'm saying we're in a bear market, not because of the price action of Bitcoin, but because of the Dow Jones chart. Let me see what you guys are saying. Man, Optical, do a charity membership. I need it ASAP. Come on, it's $49 a month to get access. You can cancel anytime. That guy, he shorted the line. I told everybody to short, and he paid for a subscription just like that. This guy's really butthurt. Dude, bet his house on the BTC. Stay bullish if you want. Yeah, you must respond to somebody else. I'm Matt Savage. Can we get a second option? option from the cat. Yeah, cat's sleeping. I don't want to wake it up. That was an embarrassing all-time high breaking. It was obvious that it was going to drop. Well, I thought it was pretty obvious it was going to drop, but I gave you a target. We hit that target exactly. Steve, they will pump stock market. It's possible. Yeah, that is possible. If the Dow does push up, and now I'm not talking about the S&P, I'm not talking about the NASDAQ. I'm telling you that and the reason I went ahead and put it in my short on the Dow, which one is a couple weeks out, one is 1 month out, and another one is about 2 months out. But the reason I did that is because we could get rejected from this point and continue down from the Dow Jones, right? Or we could push up. And if this happens, it's possible we could come up and retest our previous, well, if we push up, this is where you get a test, right here. This is the main resistance right here, this yellow line, which is almost identical to this yellow line on the G1 chart right here. So if the Dow pushes up, let's say to 35,952, Bitcoin will probably push back up, test our resistance. But I do think this is the top for the Dow, and we are coming down. But I put in my short here just in case, we start dropping from this point. If we do push up, I believe that we'll be coming down from this point. Any suggestions on altcoins like Ethereum? Look, if Bitcoin tanks, you do not want to be in altcoins. Everybody knows when Bitcoin tanks, altcoins tank much harder. I can't tell you when we're going to hit it. All I do is I create these charts. I show you likely points we can get rejected, likely points to find support. That's it. I can't tell you how fast we'll drop or how fast we'll push up. I just tell you when's a good point to get out, when's a good point to get in. That's it. Just like I made that tweet. I said, look, we're coming down on the H1 chart. You can see it's strong resistance right here. It was resistance, 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 resistance. So we're coming down. So I said, hey, this would be a likely point to re-enter. And look what, we're pushing back up. I take the time to map out the direction of price using this method of charting I came up with, using fib channels and fib circles. I'm able to show you, where your support resistance levels are. They're already mapped out. If you load this chart up on your damn phone or your laptop or your tablet, you already have these support and resistance levels. When it comes down and it stops and it pushes back up, the next candle opens above here, long it, write it up. But when you get to this point, this is probably where you want to short, right here, 64,838. Guys, it is so bad out there. They've got like 80 million containers off the coast of California. There are they don't have enough truck drivers to deliver all this stuff. They've got backlogs for these shipping containers. There's so much stuff going on, and I believe that, people say you can't predict black swan events. Well, I'm telling you, this red ring right here is predicting the next black swan event. While yes, we could push up, and it does make sense. You know why I think it's possible the Dow might push up more? Is because most people would think that if the Dow pushes up and makes a double top, we're going to drop. Which makes me think it will push up above our previous high, up to around 35,952, and then drop. Just like we put in a higher high. Our previous high was what, 64,500, 65,000. We pushed up to 67,000. Okay, we put in a new high. That's bullish for Bitcoin. Everybody longs thinks it's going to go higher. Same thing with the Dow. I think we'll push up a little bit more. People get all excited. The Dow's pushing up higher, and then down we come. Again, look at what Mr. Jack the Snake is saying. Be careful, guys. Oh, DXY. Yeah, I agree. DXY looks super bullish. We're probably going to get a breakout soon. But I do believe this is the biggest bull trap ever. I'm not going to go into detail about everything I've been talking about. If you watch my previous videos over the last few weeks, you know why I think we're going to have a major crash soon. I think everything that's going on, I think the Black Swan event is everything. I mean, the supply shortages, these containers that are backlogged, people getting sick, not going to work, this Evergrande debacle that possibly could be tied into Tether. We don't know this. There's no facts. People have hinted at it. The DXY is bullish. It continues to push up. A lot of big players in the stock market have already sold their stocks. I mean, it just seems like everything is leading up to a major crash. People don't know when that crash will be. I think I pretty much nailed it with this chart here, the Dow Jones original chart. If you go back and watch previous videos, I showed you why this red ring is so important. And we just happened to stop right at it. Can you say anything about the NASDAQ? Well, I have the QQQ and the NASDAQ. Well, let's see here. This is the NASDAQ. We didn't have a resistance level. You notice it came right down to support. This is the NASDAQ chart on the website. Notice we found perfect support right here. The S&P, this is our current resistance for the S&P. So if we get above this point, well, your next point to get rejected is right here. Again, this is the S&P. I have right here, S&P 500. It's created on 9/15/21. And then you got a pivot ring. That's a great thing. So it's possible we could continue. We might push up, but you're going to move down this point, and then probably when you contact this ring, you're going to get either a pump or a dump. But I think we're headed down, so I think it'll be a dump. My age does not matter. All that matters is my calls. A Bitcoin crash target? Well, I can zoom out some of these charts. Do you guys want the strongest support levels? Obviously, you have access to the charts. You can see this 24/7, but I'm happy to give you some major support and resistance levels to pay attention to. I don't mind doing that, guys. We're at the next red ring? Shit, probably years out. I believe it. I believe we're in a bear market. This is a bull trap. I mean, look at that drop. I mean, how much did we drop from the target I gave you? I said when we made contact, how much did we drop? We dropped a total of 7.5%. So you guys had an opportunity to short 7.5%. I gave you the exact point to short. When you made contact with this yellow line, short. And damn, we came straight down. So I do teach my method of charting on my website. I have tutorials. I teach you how to create these charts from scratch. It's fib channels, fib circles, and trend lines. But everything I create is based off of trend lines. You find a particular trend line, the direction price is moving. You create fib channels based on those trend lines, and then you create fib circles based off of the fib channels. Pretty cool. Just curious, because one of my mate just sounds like said he is 20. Look, guys, it doesn't matter how old I am. All that matters is that hopefully you're making money off of these charts. I know, they're goofy faces. Shilling by a bit. Yeah, I'm more focused on the Dow, because the Dow chart is the one I predicted the last crash, and this ring right here, the last time we hit these previous rings, these red rings, we had a major correction for the stock market. But there was nothing going on. Well, COVID happened with the first ring. The second ring, we got a 10% correction, and this ring that we're at now, well, look at where everything is going on with the global economy. It just makes sense that this is a point we're coming down. Do you know where the Moon Boys are? They're probably upset right now. They're probably being told by everybody, buy the dip, buy the dip. All the dips are buying the dips. And then they buy the next dip and the next dip. And this was a dip. I told you right here was where you buy 62,939. And so if this was your entry point to ride it up, how far you want to ride it up is up to you. And I just covered that. If the Dow pushes up, it will top out right here at 35,000. Let's just call it 36,000, close to it. If it pushes up, that is where we get rejected, and it's down from here. $69K top this weekend, then $56K next week, and $63K following week, 42. Steve, I agree we are likely going down pretty hard short to medium term. I think BTC has a chance of support holding at 45, 50K. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll wait and see. I just hope you guys shorted from that point and made some profit, and I hope you guys entered. Well, if you follow me on Twitter, my Twitter's private. That's what I tell you. Hey guys, we dropped. This is where you want to enter along, and that's where we pushed up from. And that also matched the target right here on the C1 chart. This was a support level. This is just a trend line we were respecting, but it just happened to coincide with the H1 chart. That gives me extra confidence buying in at that support level. So let me give you some support resistance levels, guys. So let's look at the C1 chart. Let's break it down. Break it down. Let me pull this down. Okay, so write these down, all right? Remember, these change. These are at upward angles. So depending when you make contact, depends on the price. This is a freebie. But remember, days from now, these will be different. So if on the C1 chart, your next strongest support level to watch, I'll put it out a little bit. Next strongest support, 59,732. Your next support level below to watch, we do have a moving average coming up, so this would probably likely hold, 56,674. Your next strongest support level below that is around 52,373. If you want support levels below, you'll have to access the charts. Let me show you on the H1 chart. So if we come down, let's see here. Let me get rid of the MACD and RSI. So your next strongest support level on the H1 chart, if we come down, this is where you want to put in a long, around $60,730. That is the point you would want to long. If we break 62,939, your next strongest support, well, why would this be your next strongest support? Well, I can tell you this will be very strong support. One reason, and it goes back, I'm sure, resistance, resistance, support, resistance. And then you have a moving average coming right up to this point. So I think 58,931 would be very strong support. And then your strongest support level, guys, your strongest support level. You can see, look, all the support, 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 and then we pushed up. So your strongest support level below that is right here, where you see this circle. There you go. And yeah, guys, when you do subscribe, you get access to our Discord and Twitter. Everybody in Discord shares their live trades. I would show their live trades, but they might not want some information shown, so I can't do that. See, do you think this is the start of... Yes, I do. I think this is the start of our bear market, and this has to do with the stock market. I'm basing everything off. When I said we would come up and we would test on the G1 chart, and I said we would come up and we would top out right here, I said this was a point to short. This would be the top. At the beginning of the stream, we wind it back. The reason I said that, and the reason I felt confident about it, and the reason I shorted the Dow is because I believe that we are coming down, guys. I believe we're coming down from this point. It's possible we push up to here, but from this point we're coming down. So I went ahead and put in my short on the Dow. Awesome, Andres, however you say your name. I'm happy to hear that. I know I don't get every single one correct, but I do try to help you know when to get in and when to get out. I do not get every single one correct, but I would have to say the most important ones I do get correct. I got the 65K top correct. I got the drop to 30K correct. I got the one at 53K to short correct. Buy back in at wherever we hit that yellow ring and push up to 48K correct. Drop down to 39,500 correct. And I got this short at 67,000 correct. So, some of these big calls, I get right. Some of them, not so much. But if you're winning more trades than you're losing, you're doing pretty damn good. Awesome, Jose Kevin. So I think a lot of people, so this guy, P. Vermeulen, I think what a lot of people get confused. So, yes, I get it. If you're hodling Bitcoin and Bitcoin's going to continue up, yeah, just stay in. So why are you even on here watching YouTube videos? If Bitcoin's just going to continue to push up, why the hell are you here in the stream? Some people actually swing trade. Some people might still be in Bitcoin holding, but they have extra money on the side, and when they hit a certain point, they short with leverage. Sometimes these people are shorting with $5,000-$10,000 at 10% lever, 10 times leverage, making more money in one trade than you've made hodling from the very bottom. So people swing trade, guys. You buy at support or you long support, you sell resistance, you short. That's how you make more money. That's what swing trading is called, and that is what these charts help you do, to swing trade. So yes, you can long and short in a bull market, and you can long and short in a bear market. It just depends on how you're trading, and that is the purpose of these charts. But be careful using leverage, because they got some crazy wicks. They will wick you out. I make money on the way up. I make money on the way down. I have missed out on making some gains because I hop out too early. But understand, the way I play this, I buy at support. I put my stop loss just a little bit above it, so I don't lose out on fees. So again, like you would enter at 69,939. You set your stop loss just above, about 0.5% covers your fees. I do not use leverage. I only buy support and sell resistance. So I get in. If it drops back down, I get stopped out. All right, I'm out. I'll wait for the next trade. I would push up. I would sell at 64,838. If it pushes up higher, fine. I took my profit. But the point is I'm always making profit, and I'm not losing money. That is how you trade. If you're using leverage, well, they send a wick down or a wick up, and they liquidate you, and you lost everything you put into it. But again, guys, I'm sticking to my guns. You can call me crazy. You can say what you want. I believe we are entering a bear market. This was a bull trap. We're coming down much lower. So if you want to buy the dips, buy the dips. If it was me, I would buy the dips. When we push up the resistance, I would take my profit. If I'm wrong, we'll find out soon enough. Of course, if I'm wrong, I will make, look, if the Dow pushes above that orange ring at 35,952, which I don't think it will, if Bitcoin pushes above that yellow line right here on the G1 chart, currently your resistance right now, this chart is really slow for some reason because I guess so much is on it. If we push above right here, so this is your main resistance to watch, and let's see where this plays into this one. So your resistance to watch, let me match this so we can see where this is at. I mean, this is a fib channel line we're respecting. It's not. This is on the daily, the G1 chart. This is on the 2 hour. But your resistance right now. So if we get above 66,138 and hold support, I was wrong. We're going higher. If the Dow gets above 35,952, okay, well we're going higher because this is going to be a very strong resistance level. That's how we're able to find this perfect support years in advance. This ring has been here before price ever got to it. Way, way before price got to it. But it found perfect support on this ring and pushed up. I told you if the Dow pushed up, markets pushed up, Bitcoin pushed up. You can see Bitcoin pushed up. But I'm telling you, I believe we're topped out. So again, yeah, if we get above this point, the Bitcoin gets above this point, then yeah, I'll make a video saying, hey guys, I was wrong. If you start seeing the dollar collapse, well, obviously I was wrong. But for now, I think I'm still correct. We'll see how it plays out. No, I just don't like to give personal information. You don't need to know my age. Is my age important for you to trade based on what I tell you? All you should care about if my calls are correct or incorrect. Those are just the previous bull run. Those are just bars put over the top of current price action. Thank you, Firos Salim. Sorry, I probably mangled that. How far do I think Bitcoin will push up? Well, I'm telling you, I don't think we're going to get above 66,138 if we push up. I think it's downhill from here. We will have little pumps and dumps. Because remember, when price is dropping, people are shorting. Exchanges, they're not going to let that happen. So price is going to push up to liquidate shorts. Then when it starts pushing up, people put in longs. Then it's going to drop, liquidate the longs. That's how it works, guys. That's why Bybit and Polynex and all these other ones are making billions of dollars off of liquidating people doing longs and shorts. And I'm sure you saw that scam wick that happened recently on, what was it, Bitstamp? Or Kraken? I think it was Kraken that had that wick that dropped down. It was an insane drop that stopped everybody out. Well, I think we're entering a bear market, guys. We're going to find out. But just wanted to show you that this call did play out. And go back and watch the previous two videos, guys. I mean, this line has been here for a while. This ring has been here for a while. I think we are coming down. Where's the Dow right now? The Dow is down 82 points. I'll be right back. Let's see how this plays out. Give me just a couple minutes, guys. And if you got any questions, and I'll cover maybe a few more things, but I've got to leave and take care of some stuff in just a bit. But remember, if you do want to sign up, guys, the link is right here. And remember, right now it is $49 a month. You get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. You can cancel anytime. If you want access tutorials, it is $179. You get access to the videos where I teach you how to create these charts. I teach you this method of charting I came up with, so you can at least understand why it's so accurate, or create these charts for yourself. And again, stocks is separate. The safest way I've seen to trade is just buy support, sell resistance. Obviously, you have to be playing with a lot of money to make more money. But if you are swing trading and you're using leverage, these charts can help you at least know when to get in and when to get out. But once you make a certain amount, stop using leverage and just start buying support, selling resistance. That's how you build your portfolio, and it's safer. You don't get liquidated. You set your stop loss. But yeah, guys, I'll be right back. No, I'm going to water my plants. I'll be right back. All right, so it's currently 62,957 is holding. So if that breaks, look, one more time, all right? If it drops, your next support is 60,730. I got a phone call, guys. Hold on. All right, guys. So listen, pay attention. Rewind the stream back. I gave you price targets. But look, if 62,957 breaks, your next target is 60,730ish for your next long. If we push up, your next point to possibly put in a short is right here, around 64,929 on the C1 chart. You can see we're close to resistance, 63,956. If we come down, these next support levels too long, and this will be very strong support down here at 56,674. I'm doing good, thanks, Thomas. So, guys, that's pretty much it. You can see right now the Dow is down 80 points. So, look, I'm going to tell you this one more time. I know you watch a lot of these people that do, technical analysis on Bitcoin. If you do not follow the US markets and the DXY, you can't really know what's going to happen. I can tell you that is a falling wedge on the DXY. If this pushes to the upside, we're about to break soon. If this pushes to the upside, the reason that the DXY is going to push up is because people are jumping out of the markets. That is why the DXY will push up. And if the markets come down, guys, Bitcoin's coming down as well. That is why I believe that we're in a bear market, even though everything looks bullish for Bitcoin right now. Yeah, Crypto and Carl on their goofy faces. So guys, the next live stream I do, we'll cover some altcoins. Again, if you sign up to my charts, I have a bunch of altcoins, all right? You can trade those as well. I will cover some of those charts and show you how they played out. This was just for Bitcoin and showing you that I do believe we are topped out to come down. So again, if we break 62,957, your next target is 60,730. It looks like we're about to break it. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out if I'm right or wrong. In the next week or so, we'll see. And again, I already told you, if we push above 66,138, then that's probably wrong. But if we stay below that point, it's downhill from here. All right, guys, that's it. Again, one more time, if you want to subscribe, again, every time the price drops $3,000, I'm going to raise my price by $10. But if you want to lock in right now, it did go up $10. It's up to you. If you want to sign up, here is the link. Make sure if you do sign up, though, guys, if you want to get access to the Discord and Twitter, you need to email me. I will not accept any Twitter follow request unless you email me and I verify you have an account. That's it, guys. Trade safe, trade smart. I'm out. I will keep you updated on Twitter.